Hello, everybody. My name is Rick McCutcheon. I'm a Dynamics 365 MVP, and I'm here today with another MVP, Rishona Elijah. Rishona, tell us who you are, what you do.
Hi, Rick. Excited to be part of it here today. So, my name is Rishona, and I'm a Microsoft MVP for business applications based in Sydney, Australia. So, excited to be a part of this today.
Okay, great. So tell me a little bit about your practice. What types of projects do you work on? What partner you work for, and a little bit about what you do day to day.
Sure. So, the partner that I work for is called Barhead Solutions. So, we're based in Australia mostly. So, it's an Australian company. We also have some offices in Manila as well. And the tech that we specialize in, it's mostly things like Power Platform and Dynamics 365. So things like sales, marketing, customer service, as well as F&O. But the stuff I mostly work with is Power Platform. That's really where my passion lies. So the work that I do at Barhead and also the stuff that I do out in the community is mostly Power Platform related. I got to say, mostly around Power Virtual Agents and the Power Automate side of things. And the work I do at Barhead, I got to say, it is a bit unique compared to what I think most other people do who are also MVPs. So my role is that I am a evangelist, actually. So I'm mostly running training and events around the Power Platform and the Microsoft tech. So I got to say, it is quite fun as well. So usually on my day is I have people attending some training sessions that I do. We learn about Power Apps, the other Power Platform tools, and even some dynamic stuff, and train them up so they get to walk away with some cool skills that they can then go off and use to build their own apps. But being a consulting company, then we do also have the work that we do with customers to do the implementations and configuration around the Microsoft tech. But the training and the evangelist is really the side that I look after.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about your journey to become an MVP because you didn't start with the first party apps like sales, customer service,
Nope, a
field
bit
service. You
different.
started with Power Platform.
My interest in it actually started a few years ago. I was working with another partner, mostly doing Power BI training. Then I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty cool. And then I discovered the whole other side of it, which I didn't know existed, which was Power Apps. Then I heard about the app in a day trading where you can go and you build your own app from scratch. So I tried that and I was like, oh wow, I feel like I could get into this. So I really got into it, I think probably about 4 years ago now was officially when it all started. And when I joined the company Barhead, there were people there who were also part of the MVP community and were also really involved with the community side of things. So I feel like having that influence kind of opened my eyes up to that there is actually this wider side of it rather than just learning the tech and making stuff, that there is this good community out there of conferences, people making content. And I felt like I really fit in with that because the people doing that were the ones who actually really enjoy the stuff and do it for fun, which I found I was doing myself. So usually when I was like just starting to learn Power Apps, I would go off and try and have a play around with trying to make something of my own, and also using some of the content that I found online from other people and other MVPs to try and learn from that. So I find that that was really the thing that got me into it and kind of show me that, oh yeah, this is pretty cool and I enjoy doing this. And I have content that I would like to also put out there and share with other people. So I find that that's really how I got into it, just by really enjoying doing this. And the kind of stuff that I did as an MVP when I first started was actually back when COVID hit. So if you remember, all the conferences changed to virtual. So that actually, in fact, gave me a good opportunity to go and do a lot of speaking opportunities. So that's another way that I try to get involved and showcase to people what they can do with the tech. But now I find I've got some other stuff going on too. So I run a blog. I'm involved with some other Microsoft activities as well as still doing the conferences and talking too.
And I think that's important for anybody listening who, how do I become an MVP? Well, if you want to work a 9 to 5 job, it's not going to happen, right? You really got to kind of want to get into
You
the
need the
technology.
passion for it. Yeah.
Absolutely, and do a few extra things. So let's talk a little bit about DynamicsCon Live, which is coming up in Scottsdale in May, and I hear you're going to be one of our speakers.
Oh yes, I'm really excited about this. So I've spoken at a few of the other Dynamics cons, all the virtual ones, since it's a bit hard. I'm living in another country. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one because Scottsdale seems really cool. I haven't been there before, and I in fact have two sessions that I'll be presenting at DynamicsCon. So they're on the last day. So definitely stick around on the last day of the conference. I'm right at the end. I have one which is on Power Platform and Microsoft Teams. So one thing I really like with the Power Platform, especially, is the stuff that you get included in your Teams license. So I always like to throw in some content around that because it's something that is really accessible to people who may not have, the premium licensing to get stuck into it. You can leverage what you have with Microsoft Teams. So one of my sessions will be about what can you do with the Power Platform, build your own apps, workflows, use Power BI, all within your Teams accounts and your Teams license. The other one I have is probably my other favorite topic. This is my number one favorite topic is the Power Virtual Agent side of things. So if you don't know, there are all these really cool new features that have come out in preview for Power Virtual Agents, which dramatically changes how you build your bots and what you can do with them, called the Unified Canvas. So I thought that would be a great thing to showcase to people what these new features are and what that means for the future of building your bots with virtual agents. So that's going to be the last session in the Power Platform track that we have for the conference.
Well, I think you're going to, have a great experience in Scottsdale and doing one of these live events, and it's going to be different than doing virtual. You're going to get a lot more
For sure.
feedback and conversation going, and
I'm
leading
looking
up to
forward to
your
definitely doing the in-person compared to just virtual talking on Teams,
yes,
can actually
yeah. So
interact with people this time.
and I think the learners are going to bring home more information when they meet you, see you, and interact with you. So, for those who haven't signed up for DynamicsCon Live, please make sure you check out the URL I'm going to leave in this interview, and make sure you get to Scottsdale in May, and you can check out Rishona's information live and sit through her session. So I want to thank you for today. I want to thank you for this interview and looking forward to meeting you in person in Scottsdale.
Thanks, everyone. See you there.
Bye for now.